in landscape mode. Matt and guys here, call me Boz. How are you guys? Josh, great to see you. Hope you're all enjoying your Sunday afternoon. And should have 2 out of 3 platforms for the day on how to sort out Instagram. Instagram's always a little bit weird. You kind of do opposite of TikTok there. So just bear with me 1 second and I'll have that one set up and then we'll be locked in for the day. Hopefully. Barring any, internet issues or anything like that. Right. So yeah, I'm good, Madden Guy. What you been up to? Welcome back to the stream. I'm just over here in this window trying to get things sorted out is all I'm doing. If I'm behind for a minute. Matthew Clarkey, how are you? Always great to see you. You guys got any fun plans for the rest of your day? You guys just hanging out playing some games? Who does everybody have in March Madness? Felt like it was very close to a split yesterday when I was asking chat if you guys thought it was going to be Houston or if you thought it would be Florida for the men's final, which is incoming. I think we got the ladies final today, right? Matthew, he's got Houston winning it all. And I'm just kind of getting going because both of my daughters got sick in the night. We're hoping to see Minecraft this weekend, but neither one's feeling 100%, so you have to push it to next weekend. But I didn't rest super well, and I just kind of laid in bed for a bit. Waited to see if I was summoned anywhere, but I was not needed. So yeah, I'll have some water, and my voice will probably start to sound about normal here eventually. All right. Looks like we're live on Instagram, and let's rock. Hopefully we'll get an A's sweep today. A's are trying to get out the brooms against the Rockies. All right, similar camera format today. I'm going to move right over here in the middle and see how that goes. Hearing some sirens going around. Don't like that. 70,000 PXP from the Angels All-Star Toucher. Dude, nice going. Boz, how are you, man? Great to see you in the stream again, as always. Call me Boz. Or Baz. Maybe I should put more emphasis on the AZ part. Pareda's going to get a hit for the A's. Misplayed by Tovar there for Colorado. Let me know if the CSN is coming in too loud or too quiet or anything for you guys too. Yeah, always great to have Matthew here. Matthew, are you enjoying the show this year? It seems like you are. Feels like another edition of the show to me. But I think the content is better. I know some people say that, well, the content, we can't say if it's better or not, but I think it's all right. I think the gameplay is about the same, but at least I think the content's decent this season. So we're getting ready. Today's the final heat. Over the first couple days, the racers, as they placed, finished, and were able to show, they were able to get, corresponding amount of points. So today we'll get our victors from this portion of the Grand Slam event. I think they have races over pretty much a race every month. I was looking through the schedule on this, so we'll see how everybody fares today, getting ready for the next portion of the Grand Slam track. Also, I got a pinned message for you guys. In case you're looking for more information, let me get that pinned up right now, for everybody in the Twitch chat. So there we go. Here comes the ladies, as they'll be kicking things off here from Kingston, Jamaica. And this one should end earlier in the day, right? They've been having some twilight races and finishing on into the lights. Today's a lot earlier start time than we've been having, so assuming it's like the last 2 days, Got a couple hours of racing coming our way. So there's the Slam Champions. I can toggle without messing anything up. There we go. Hesson Smith. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. Wetaji, Bednarik, and Thomas. Can't get out of the way of their graphic. With the quad camera, I'm not really sure where to go. Sometimes. So Muncie down on strike says do not score in the top of the second. I believe it's the debut game for Dollander. If you guys are playing MLB The Show, he's got one of those nice pipeline cards. He's pitching for the Rockies today. So I got that up on my TV over here. And yeah, let's get some stuff done in this window too as we watch the events unfold from Kingston, Jamaica. Have to remember to keep an eye on my Instagram chat. My Instagram chat doesn't pull into open broadcast software.
That will enter the history books. This is combat racing.
I got a bunch of packs to open, and yesterday we tried to get TikTok to 100,000 likes. It didn't happen, so packs are driving me nuts on the show. Maybe tonight on the show we'll get enough taps to do our pack opening. I figured we'd give them reason to keep tapping. Got one chase pack that needs to be unwrapped. See if there's a gold card in there.
Whose time is it now? Yared, Cole, Josh, are you ready? The waiting is over. Let the show begin. Welcome to Grand Slam Track.
Yeah, Grand Slam Track. John Anderson, Sonia Richards-Ross, and Matthew Centrowitz. My daughter texted. She said...
Yep, he's already started. Soderstrom took him deep, Mike. First inning, and then the Rockies match. So bottom of the second's coming up here. Joey Estes looks like he's not really good enough to be in our rotation. Our rotation isn't great, but Estes seems like the weakest link. But yeah, it's underway. If you're able to watch, got your hotel room booked for Tuesday minor league. Full fridge and microwave. Oh, nice. Who would you like to be one of the bosses, Matthew? Like, who would be the must-own guy for you? Pool's open at 11. Hopefully it's a nice pool.
Most of these women haven't run a competitive 100 in so long, and so it's really going to be about just the fight of who wants to get across the finish line first.
So as I look at this track, and we've talked about the new surface that Recatran put down for here, how long does it take for a track to kind of cure and get in? Is it better for you as a sprinter?
Would love Cabrera at some point. Yeah, I wonder if they'll have his rights. My guess would be no, because he just retired, but, you know, my guesses are not always correct. Alright, they're getting into the blocks. We're going to see who's going to take down the championship here in Grand Slam Track. Let's see, one of the nicer hotels in the area, pretty far from the stadium. It's fine because you like driving. For me, when I'm somewhere unfamiliar, and everybody probably feels differently about different things, I like it if I can go early. I also kind of like to look at the maps, especially where I'm going to be parking into. You know, like if you look at like in Google Maps and you see the street view, then I kind of have a visual of what I'm going to be dealing with, you know, as I pull up type of thing. Haven't been to Inland Empire in a while, so you agree. At least you've been there before too. I think that helps. When it's like the first time, it's like, oh man, what am I getting into here? Yes, I saw. Yeah, no, that's super significant. Not that I like don't like hockey. It's just I like personally I like the NBA a lot more. So that's what I focus on this time of the year. Oh, it happened 5 minutes ago. I could have sworn I saw a CNN headline like earlier in the day. Maybe they were predicting he was going to do it. Don't get stabbed. San Bernardino. Tip, it's great to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. So S is continuing to struggle. Prada, however it's pronounced. He sure likes throwing in behind guys. He's trying that right now. Who do I want to win? Oh, I'm just hoping for a good race, to be honest with you. I don't, to be honest with you, Dom, I don't know much about track and field. I wish I did, because I think it'd be probably more fun as a co-watching host if I was like super into track. But yeah, I really love Creator Sports Network. They've been wonderful to work with, and they provide opportunities for streamers to do live watch-alongs. This particular event, we got a lot of track and field, like big social accounts are doing these, and it seems like they're just doing great. Like a lot of people are tuning in and watching. They'd probably be way more insightful to watch along with than myself, Dom. But that's one thing about me. Like, hey, if it's sports, I'm all for it. And yeah, the logo's up there. Yeah, Creator Sports Network. They've been super cool to work with. So I'm glad I get to have a small part in what they do. But yeah, if it was like golf or something, I'd have some. At least I think I would have some pretty good insights for everybody. Nick Castellanos said, dude, no, we know what that means for the stock market tomorrow. Foreshadowing. You pulled 86 Goldschmidt last night. 2 cards away from Santander. Dude, you gonna lock in for Santander? That's a lot of stubs. Could probably get Shohei, right? Joey Estes is laboring for the A's right now. 2 on, only 1 out. And pretty clear who won that one. We can see ladies kind of matched. I wonder if they're from like the same race organization or same country. But it's Williams cruising through to victory. She won. Well, I mean, I thought it was really clear, but I mean, she only won by 3/100ths of a second there. Looks like the friend's happy for. And it's a grounder past third base. Looks fieldable, but Rocky's going to take the lead. And Andujar's kind of plodding, kind of slow-footed out there, so he takes a long time to get to the ball. So Rockies get 2 off the double. I think it was Freeman got it down the line. So I don't know. I'm not trying to blame Gio or Shella, but maybe a guy like Matt Chapman over there would have knocked that ball down. It was hard to tell, but yeah, Estes just continues to get smacked around. But yeah, he tried to backhand it. He's got to get his body in front. Former UGFA called it for the Angels today. Dana is going back down. Is that good or bad, Mike? I thought you were pretty unhappy with him being in your guys' rotation. So, I mean, at least it's Colorado. There's plenty of opportunity to rally back, but I don't know if Estes is going to stop the bleeding. I'm sure Kate doesn't want to go to the pin super early and just completely wreck the pin before, San Diego comes in tomorrow. He'll travel back. Getaway day today. Esquivel Tovar has stood out to me as being a pretty good player for the Rockies. As I say that, he hits one well to left field, and Har's not going to field it. And I think Tovar will have a stand-up double. Play at second. He did have to hustle in, but he's there. I'm good. What's up, Vin Diesel? How you been? Today's the day for some Grand Slam track. Salt Lake is a park where the pitchers go to die. Sounds like an elephant graveyard or something, man, the way you described it.
Yeah, she just faded, didn't she, in the end, and Camacho Quinn came through really strongly, so she takes a third, and that's going to mean, as we said, that Williams will be the slam champion in the short hurdles. Jones, though, even though she finished back in 6th place with 12.26, We'll give them that.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Williams, well, it isn't 0 points. I can tell you she'll get 12 points.
If you ever look at AAA pitcher stats, they'll be inflated. Isn't the entire Pacific Coast League kind of that way? Where it's a lot of good hitters parks.
This slam,
I'm assuming Salt Lake's part of the Pacific Coast League as well.
Williams,
Although I don't really know every team that's in it. On your way home from Disney World. Oh, how was Disney World?
yesterday really
You're on the way home already?
so well.
You didn't stay for the whole day? Or maybe you left this morning.
But she's obviously a great competitor, especially here.
Higher elevation, shorter dimensions.
Big for her. Sonia Richards-Ross, Daniel Williams looked like a sprinter.
Listen, as Jamaicans would say, the ting ton up. They went 1-2 in the 100, and Daniel Williams only the 4th fastest 100-meter runner here. I would say the energy of the crowd really lifted her, and I always think it's so crazy what a difference it
See,
makes.
it was
Jones
good. Got there
dominated
last
there.
Saturday with the family. How are we doing? I'm good, Foxtrot. How are you?
She's on the inside there in lane 2, but look at Daniel Williams. Look at those knees coming up. She might have a shot to transition out of the hurdles into something else, but the Jamaicans dominated. 1-2 for Williams and Nugent there, and the crowd loved it.
Look at her.
And look at her reaction.
Double A is a lot better to examine players. That's why your main developmental system, along
I'm amazed that
with Tri-City,
close together
high A
for
ball.
hurdle best times. How can there be that much difference in what looked like just their foot speed?
I'm telling you, it's all about technique and the way these women hurdle. It makes a big difference. Rhythm.
9 hours of driving left. Dude, that's a lot of driving. Are you the main driver, or you guys taking turns? Relaxing today. PT coming at 7 a.m. Well, yeah, today's a good day to relax then, of course.
Happy for Daniel Williams, the first Jamaican to win a Grand Slam title in Jamaica. She'll be remembered for a long time, for a lot of reasons, but now also a Grand Slam title.
Excellent work in the short hurdles, even without the hurdles. We've got more of that coming. Men's 400 hurdles.
Get rested up and get ready for the physical therapy.
Allison Dos Santos, you don't want to miss him. He's a special athlete. That's what they all are here. It's Grand Slam track.
So you got lucky father-in-law is taking most of the driving. You'll fill in later when he needs. That's nice. Big shout out to Vin Diesel's father-in-law. Single egg organization. You're going to only has 2 of the top 30 prospects. One's a pitcher. Hopefully, you guys get to see him start. Keep an eye on the Discord, but I don't think any streamers are having any issues today. Usually, if we're doing the same thing for a few days in a row, guys get kind of used to what's needed. As far as the OBS setup.
You knew how fast she was, but you got it done. You've earned the money. You got your 12 points.
Lawrence Butler's up. A's down 5-2. In the blink of an eye after being up 2-zip is like, hey, it's going to be a good game. Well, maybe. Maybe later it'll be a good game, but they're facing Dollander. And we're waiting for him to get the next race going here in Grand Slam track. Oh, looks like they got the DJ out there bumping. Nice. Looks like it's a nice little windy day there too. And Butler's going to ground out, start off the inning for Sacramento. showing a bunch of Rocky fans. They're all wearing the same jersey. I'm guessing it's Dollander's family they're showing. Kind of weird that we got that on the A's broadcast, but it is what it is. And Rooker rounds out the short, so I don't know. Young pitcher settling in a bit.
Day 3 of the inaugural Grand Slam track operation here in Kingston, Jamaica. Sydney McLaughlin, she'll top the day, or cap the day at the final race with the women's long hurdles.
Yep, the queen of the oval is in the building.
Men's long hurdles, Allison DeSantos came around. They ran their feature race, or at least their specialty race, the 400 hurdles, the other night. They are back now in the flat 4, and there's Allison DeSantos. And what we've learned is everybody that's won a slam so far, the 5s, have all had a 1 and a 2.
Right.
And so having that 1 by his name is a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that he's ready. I had a chance to talk to him about 3 days ago when we just got to Jamaica, and he was so
Right, so they're getting towards the blocks. We'll be getting ready for our next race momentarily.
I love getting my season started early to get some 400 hurdles under my belt, and then to throw myself in the 400. I think is going to pay off for the rest of the season. So he's an athlete who has a very positive outlook about this format and about this competition. And I think that when you're in a positive mind frame, that also helps your competition. So I expect that he's going to run really well. I also expect Jamaicans Rashawn Clark to run extremely well and be in the mix today.
Take a look at our starting field. Go through
What's happening, Jason?
Starting on the outside in lane 8, he was 5th in the hurdles.
Another edition of the stream, Daytime Dog.
Finalist is CJ Allen. Then we're the youngster.
How's your Sunday been so far?
At Texas Tech, he became the first man to ever sweep the
Got one race down.
the 400-meter
I believe it was the women's 100 meter.
Yeah, he'd like his double to be the 100 hurdles,
Right.
110s in the 400 instead of going there. There's Allison DeSantos. You watch
Red in the middle.
some of the hurdles, and I just like that dude
See
has trouble finding jeans that fit.
Drex Tack On. How are you, Drex?
Sean Clark, you talked about him. We'll be quiet.
Thanks for
We'll hear from
following.
him.
Hope you're enjoying some Grand Slam track with us.
He's the world under 20 national record holder.
Jason 1 for 1 yesterday,
He's a
I
pump,
believe.
is what
I don't
I'm
remember if
saying.
you predicted any other races, but
There you see the A played, ran there in
or
Tuscaloosa,
orange.
great sprinter and hurdler
Yeah,
for the
kind of looks like a reddish orange.
What a national
That's
champion.
what I'm looking at.
There's Malik James King from Jamaica, 4th in the 400 hurdles, the first race. And his countryman, Sine Wilson, also from Jamaica, 22. Jamaica's got a bunch of young guys in this event that can go.
All right, we got the drone camera ready. Just the scenes in the bottom right
He
corner.
is ready. We're ready. Upstairs, Steve Cram, Kerry Tolson, Anson Henry. They're ready.
So if I was to strategize, I would take it out hard, try to relax, and let the wind take me on the backstretch.
So we got the 400 meter, excuse me, men's long hurdle getting ready.
We'll go back to your 400-meter prowess after this race.
I don't want to talk about that, man.
Here we go. Crowd goes quiet.
So yes, just getting knocked around. He's back out for another frame, at least for now. Here we go.
100 meters, so he's not hanging around. Dos Santos losing ground as well to Dean outside him. Down the back stretch. Also going well is Chris
That's
Robinson.
just avoided giving up a home run right now. I think it was Chris Bryant off the top of the wall and left. So yeah, Estes doesn't look like he belongs in the majors currently. He had some good outings last year, but that was last year. If you're a fantasy enjoyer, and Joey's on the mound for the A's, good time to start some of those other lineup players. I think missed by about 2 foot. Oh, somebody got tripped up, right? Or maybe I was just looking at the cameras on the far side. I was looking at the top right camera. I thought somebody got tripped. Alright, so Dos Santos coming in with the lowest speed by 2/100ths of a second, so that was a close race.
But all of them were swimming in a sea of lactic acid in that last 20 meters.
You have to go all the way to the finish line, and that was case in point right there.
Chris Robinson actually almost took that. Was a huge surprise coming through, winning after 300 meters. Held on for about 360. But Alex DeSantos coming through.
They're focused on the lady in the top right. All right.
Another 24-point leader.
Yeah, that is awesome. I was expecting a little more from Clark. He certainly got out. He got out, but after about
Ladies.
just seemed to kind of, maybe was trying to relax around that top end, but then couldn't come back. And as Dos Santos then came past him, you could see the energy draining from Clark.
So I may be back on tonight. I don't know. I feel a bit tired from all the streaming, but yeah, if we're on tonight, we'll try to motivate TikTok to get the likes going for the pack opening. I still have all those packs from last night.
Before I was talking about coasting on the backstretch. It really looked to me like Chris Robinson utilized that win on the backstretch and really put himself out there and was just like, look, I'm going to try to hold on at the end. DeSantos was able to keep his patience. It almost costed him.
Rockies had a productive out, so they got Bryant to third with one down, looking to increase their lead against the A's. A's looking for their first series sweep of the year.
Just edging him out at the finish line.
You watch Dos Santos.
And Estes loses the batter on a walk.
He's keeping his form.
Get it together, Estes.
Just trying to keep those knees going. Then he just gets his sense.
Yeah, there's Michael Johnson, bottom left.
There's a little dip there, but look at that lean back.
Great idea from Johnson to get the Scram Slam track
He leaned back.
events together.
Just, still been close enough. That could have been costly, but it wasn't in the end. 45.52, 200ths ahead of Robinson. That's actually a personal best for the American. So applause from the master. Again, great racing, fighting all the way to the line. When do you see that?
Estes could use a double play here for the A's, but my confidence in him is low. He probably doesn't care about my confidence interval. I'm not sure what the next event is, but we'll get something going here before we know it.
Well, nobody's going to begrudge him that.
Looks like a nice day to be out and about there in Jamaica too. They're 4 hours behind where I'm at, so I guess it's evening time.
45.52 in very tricky conditions. Robinson hung in there. Dean almost collapsed over the line, but still managed to stay ahead of Clark. Really good 400-meter race. And then we wrap that all up. Total points. 12 from that one for Dos Santos turns into 24 overall, and Rashawn Clark will take second place, but only just from Dean and Robinson, who elevated himself up the table there with an excellent performance in that 400 meters. New personal best for him.
So let's see, there's Dos Santos. He scored 24 points, so he pretty much dominated the event as our top competitor for the men's long hurdles. A little bit closer there for second and third and fourth. Rocky's going to lift a fly ball to right field. That'll score the runner, most assuredly. So, it's going to be 6-2 here, bottom third. And here comes ladies. We're getting ready for the women's long distance race. I think it's the 5,000 meter. Trying to be sure I'm looking there correctly and seeing if there's enough zeros. But yeah, I think we got the 5,000 meter incoming. strikeout, but he's given up 6 hits and 6 runs through 3 frames. Work cut out for the A's offense. A's have some lawyer, Ashton and Price, every time they make a pitching change, this dude pops up. And, yeah, he's wearing a bow tie, kind of overdressed lawyer type dude. But when he pops up for the A's during the broadcast, he's wearing like a green jacket, so it looks like it's like a pitcher or something for just a half second. It's just weird. I don't know. Just saw his commercial right now. Is Mike still here? Mike, are you still in here? Usually he's chatting when he's here, but he could be gaming in the other window or something. Should go to the Wigwam Motel while he's out in Santa Barbara. Oh, San Bernardino. SB. I was trying to figure it out in my brain. Yeah, San Bernardino. We can always tell them in the Discord too. Their catchphrase when you were growing up was "Do it in a TP." That's a great catchphrase.
Back in Jamaica for women's long distance.
I wonder if it's still the catchphrase, or if they try to get more, you know, family friendly or something.
I think it's safe to assume that these women ran hard in the 3K on Friday, that they're going to run just as hard today in the 5K.
Tip is, hey, had any luck with selling some of your collection on eBay? Have you had any annoying buyers? Because I remember when I used to do a lot of eBay, and occasionally you deal with some people that are just super unreasonable, trying to work the policies, but that was years ago. Policies may be a lot better now for sellers.
Prefer the 5K distance over the 3 on Friday with a 29:30 road 10K PR.
Just check. Currently have you slept in a TP lately? Hey, I like that. I haven't. I do want to sleep in one now. And Soderstrom gets a hit for the Ace. Looks like it's going to be caught by the second baseman, but somehow slipped under his glove. Soderstrom's having a good game. He may be the only one ready to play. Started a new job. Haven't had too much time to think about selling the cards like he had planned. Oh, I didn't know that. Congratulations on the new job, Tippis. Yeah, it takes a while. It takes a while to do the listings and get all the stuff up there and, you know, deal with the customers, go ship, print the labels, or however you're going to go about it.
Fresh off a great 10K last week, she won the 10 at the Sound Running Meets, and I think the 5 will be more favorable as well for her.
Haven't seen anybody win a slam yet that it wasn't in a first or second position, but Sagai Gebrselassie will try. She was third in the 3,000. Got a silver medal from the World Cross Country Championships.
Yeah, pretty sure they're going to kick this race off. I feel like these ladies have been standing around for a minute. Did go to a convention one weekend, though, and sold some. Came back with $900. Oh, that's nice. Were you able just to, like, walk in, or did you have to have a booth, Tippis? And Jacob Wilson gets an infield hit. It was a roller right over the bag at third. Kind of softly hit, but McMahon not able to get him. And I think Soderstrom was already on the bag at second. So A's may get something going here. They definitely could use it. They're going to make the game interesting. The ladies are off, kind of pacing themselves here to start. So you bought a ticket, walked in the merch floor until you found the booths that were buying trading sports cards. Convention was like 95% Pokemon vendors. I wonder if Pokemon's more popular right now than sports cards, or if it just happened to be a Pokemon heavy event. My son really likes opening the Pokemon card packs, but we haven't really got into like collecting and looking up the grades or the values or anything like that. Just kind of like randomly, once in a while, he'll get a pack from, I don't know, like a birthday present or something. I think Pokemon is probably more popular.
Probably not coming back.
Well, Nagetić is coming back from having some injury. You know, she didn't get to make the Olympic team, but she is also so fast over the half marathon now. She switched up gears. She didn't make that Olympic team because of injury. Then she decided to run the
Only
second
the fastest on the drone.
marathon. And now she's transitioning back, hoping to make the World Championship team in track, which will be in September.
And Dollander having a little bit of command issues right now. So Andahar ahead of the count. He missed way inside, missed way outside. Maybe the A's can settle down and young pitcher might implode here a bit. At least that's what I'm hoping. But I think it's his first start for the prospect. I looked at their social media and they're saying he's here, so that made me think that was first game out for him.
Really put paid to her chances of going to the Olympic Games. She has said that, I think her and her coach have said that 2025 is my year of track. She's done brilliantly on the roads and now wants to...
Leader looks like a commanding lead to me, but what do I know? I'm not really good at gauging how deep we are into the race.
The Grand Slam tour was important to her. So yeah,
Meant to get my headset ready for today, but wearing the headset for a long time, I just feel like my head gets pinched on too much.
This is really setting her up for a really great track season, I think, with the Grand Slam track tour. But look at how hard she's
So Andahar gets a hit. Wilson slid off the bag and was out at third. Soderson scored, and Katse was saying, "Let me review it." Now he's saying, "Let's go." I think he was called out prior to the slide off though. I don't think that was a determining factor. But unfortunate to give away an out when the pitcher's struggling.
Well, I think Taya just missed the jump, you know. I thought she was just sitting back a bit too
It was
much.
nice play by McMahon there for Colorado.
Nagetić is into her rhythm, is away. The two of them are going to have to try and work together. Maybe hope that that gap kind of reaches a certain point, and then after that she doesn't go further away.
Mike said he had his hotel room booked, Tippus. Maybe prior to you popping in the chat. So he says he's got the mini fridge stocked up. Pool opens at 11, or stays open till 11. But now I kind of hope he goes to that wigwam plays.
Early leader in Nagetić, Taya chasing, but that's a big gap already. You can see she's got her head down there, so into the home straight every time. You know, that's where the wind is, and the back straight you get a little bit of respite. So the gap now not increasing. I just don't understand. Your tie is such an.
Boy, I don't know how to pronounce that first name. Wish I did. So she's going to take it down, and I don't know if she's going to take down the title though. From the 3 days on Grand Slam track.
They were very close in the 3,000 meters, so they'll have the same points, but it will then go to time, their combined time. And in the 5,000, it's much more likely, certainly at the moment. Who knows what's going to happen? Got plenty of laps to go, but that's got to be in Taya's mind. If she's understood how the tie break with points is broken.
Well, Taya is really closing here fast on this lap. You can see that gap is closing, but she still has a little bit of gap for Nagetić up front. Nagetić's PB is 14:36 from 2023. As we said, she didn't.
So Rocky's having a meeting on the mound. As Pareda's going to step up, he's got to walk.
And I know that she hasn't run that for a few years, but she did place 5th in Tokyo, and then she came back to the next Olympics and placed 6th. So she knows how to run in championship-style racing. But right now, she has got to close this gap up if she wants to keep that Grand Slam, prize purse in check.
If I were her, I'd actually be just wanting to keep the gap. I wouldn't be trying to close it right now because Nagetić run a 67 and a 68. You want to close that, you got to throw in like a 65, 66. So you got to do it. You want to try and hold her at this point. Nagetić has got her foot down. If she continues like that, brilliant. She's going to win. Tough. But I think she's really just got to try and hold the gap and hope that Nagetić starts to tie her at the front. Now, that was a 69, so that's of the last 3 or 4 laps, that was the slowest.
Well, the wind is definitely playing into Nagetić right now.
Gates have action in the bullpen and Spence. And he did get some starts last year for the Athletics.
Every single time we get to the backstretch, that's when Taya really starts to close a little bit more. the strongest. That's what is going to, play out here in a tough day like today is.
Well, even in these conditions, they're running well under 14:40 pace, worthy to keep this going. But it is hard, it's tough, even for these women, the best in the world here, these two. And for Ngatic, she set a stall out. She decided, she knew what she needed to do. First of all, she needed to win. Then you decide, how am I going to win? Well, you win by making it as hard as you can for everybody else. But that gap is just well, not even imperceptibly. We can see.
So yeah, long distance. These guys have been going for a minute here. I would be ready for a nap after this race. All right, so Tay comes in a ways off the pace compared to the leader. Preda strikes out. Not great here from the A's. Considering how the inning's gone, gonna need a big 2-out hit now. Wilson gave away a run, or gave away an out at third. Now Preda strikes out, doesn't move the runners along. For anybody that's able to watch the game, Muncie's up for the A's. And Muncie kind of feels like he's up a little early, but he's up because of Gelof's injury. I gotta feel Muncie will probably be on his way back down to the minors after. He's only hitting 111. He started most of the games for us. But maybe he can come up big here.
Exactly. I love that. Put it to him. Although I don't know what's going to... Here we go. We're going to get to see it hopefully real soon here. What will she do? Is she going to sit? Is she going to let her break the wind a little bit? Or is she going to go by? I would say the same as coach. I'd say go by, put it to him mentally. It looks like she might settle right in here.
Sometimes when you've worked hard, to get onto the back of somebody, two things happen. One is you think, I'm going to take a bit of a rest here. And then also, though, the athlete that you've caught kind of picks up again because you have caught them. I'm not sure if we're seeing either of that there. Well, we're certainly not seeing Ngatic pick up. She's moving aside to say, look, I've done all the hard work here into the wind. How about you doing some? I think Taya's going to go, no, thank you. Yeah. Thanks for the invite, but no thanks.
Exactly. And Taya has done a lot of hard work to get back out there. She is going to be the one to sit now, and this is what she did in that 3,000 meters. I think this is smart. She's the one that won.
And Muncie swings through it, so it's kind of felt like they got the minimum considering all the activity they had. 6-3 through the top of the fourth.
Say that the gap, if it did come down to time between the two of them in the 3,000 meters, was just 0.3 of a second. So were Ngatic somehow to overturn things to... the same sprint finish doesn't always play out each time. This is different. Sprinting at the end of a 5,000, a little bit different to a sprint at the end of a 3,000. It's dropped significantly, a 75 lap there. And they were running 68s and 69s, then we went 71, 72, and a 75 because Ngatic, well, her legs have gone, I think, here. And she's probably decided, well, Taya's not going to take it on, so we might as well just both check back and let's see who's got something.
Right, so it's the women's long distance.
60 meters behind. They don't have to worry about
Today, day 3, third day, final day of Grand Slam track.
Still looks good. She is having a nice race, but she is...
And I'm not sure. We may get some more Grand Slam track through Creator Sports Network. If we do, definitely start learning more about track and field than I was aware of.
Well, there you get a little bit of a view.
The more we get these events.
Even 70 meters at least to Gebra Salama, and then she's got a good 50 meter on the rest of the pack. So the two at the front, after running kind of in the 14:30 pace, or would have been heading for that had she kept it going, perhaps not surprisingly, checked back from that sort of pace. So now we enter a period of the race where often athletes will be gathering themselves, having had a...
It's these got Padres for 2-night games and Wednesday for a day game. They'll be off and then they'll host the Mets over the coming weekend, then out to Chicago, Milwaukee the following week. Chicago for the White Sox, not the Cubbies. Cubbies had our number. Don't want to see those guys again for a minute. Right, so Spence is on short, rough outing for Estes. With Spence being a starter last year, maybe they just try to get multiple innings out of him. I guess we'll see. Not sure if he's stretched out that much.
gig in a very, very warm day. Faith could not finish that race, and we all know her. She's one of the world's best, maybe the best we've ever seen, over 5,000 meters and 1,500 meters. But I will say that Nagetic had to have.
Yeah, let's just go and stride for stride with each other. What's up, Noah? How are you, buddy? Did the Blue Jays already play today?
Waiting just like she did in that 3K.
Well, the two of them, a little bit of cat and mouse here, just feeling each other out. Nothing much happening really. That was a little bit quicker, 73. Well, we have two 73s there. Into the last 1,000 meters.
Sorry to hear that. Bummer.
Where you'd see it start to ratchet up, start to build up a little bit. Who fancies their chances in the last 400 meters? Well, that's got to be Taya, the Ethiopian.
A's are down 3 in the bottom of the 4th in Colorado at the moment. Should probably turn that Sports Scores bot back on, but I don't usually stream in the daytime, and that bot can be kind of a bot that floods chat too. Spence gets it hard, and it's off the wall. Thankfully stays in. Not sure who that was. Tovar. Boy, Tovar's look good for Colorado. Yeah, they were saying so in chat. Dom was just telling me Obi got the record. I'm guessing it wasn't an empty netter for Ovechkin.
Well, this is intriguing, isn't it? It's almost like a game of chess here being played out on a running track. Taya, who won the 3,000 yesterday, in her head, she's thinking, I can outkick you. I don't mind this. I don't need to do anything here. You need to do something. You need to make a move. And Gatich may be thinking,
it's from his office.
I don't feel it. I really want to leave this as late as possible. Cross my fingers that I can find something.
Rockies get back-to-back hits. Probably going to play the run. It's a little slow roller into right. Butler comes with a throw, but Rockies score again. So 7-3, just like that. Spence hasn't gotten an out in relief. Most of his goals were from that spot. It's pretty cool when you score that many goals and it's referred to as your office, right? Right by the face-off dot in the zone.
She's run so many meters more than Taya by running on the outside of a lane. And Taya this time is thinking, I'm not hanging around here, just winding up. This isn't the big kick yet. This isn't the putting your foot down. This isn't the change in the gears. That's why Gatich is just hanging in there. Taya just wanting to set this up for herself.
Taya looks to be getting ready to have that final push, but Nagetic is trying to move a little bit to the inside. I would say get on the outside. And there she lets her in on the inside.
Behind the net was Gretzky's office.
Taya was doing what you always do, was kind of going, we're going to have to run wide. But that little push there, she wasn't ready to start. But that was like the motor.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that term before. Unless you've told me and I didn't remember it.
She did this in the 3,000, but not quite to this effect. This time it's going to be a significant.
My office would probably be the penalty box. Probably would try to stay in there so I wouldn't get hurt. 5 minutes on Danielle Freak for tripping, for slashing. And somebody would get tired of me and take me down.
It was quick at the start. It slowed in the middle. And as predicted, it was quick again at the end. Gebru Salama is going to hang on for third place. And that's where she'll finish in the overall.
So we got Tay as the winner. Indich, maybe. Coming in second place. You can look at the standings here momentarily. Yeah, Suspense gets out of the inning, but gave back the run these had chipped away in the top half. So these have had 2 innings that they scored in, no shutdown innings. Rocky fans looking for their first win at home.
But Nagetic really tried to use that strength. She was out there all alone. She put it to her early on, which I think was a smart move. She had to try run those legs out of Taya, especially after being able to see her run so well over 3,000 meters. But yeah, just a little wake up here with 200 meters to go, watching Taya take the last 150. One little look behind there, and then it was all eyes on the finish line and $100 grand in her pocket. Just really pushing hard into this wind. It isn't an easy day out here for anyone, but especially to run 12 and a half laps. That's a long ways to go in this wind, in this heat. But look at the knee drive that Taye had, and look at how much she put on Nagedich. Big, big day. What a fun race. Who's to say long distance races aren't exciting? You just gotta wait for it sometimes.
And they come in all kind of shapes and sizes, as it were, distance races. We saw a one there where somebody engaged, had a tactic, had a plan. I think just for the conditions, it might not have been the best plan. I think had she waited maybe 4 or 5 laps and then gone hard.
You know, Ovi is going to get 99 hut card. Oh, yeah, they definitely should do something to honor him, right?
Today, she looked good this weekend, and that's a great
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
Emily took
I didn't even think about that, but yeah, they got to do something for Ovechkin.
so 12, the double for the Ethiopian.
And so let's look at our standings. Tay, quite dominant, got 24 points across the event.
16, she'll get the second prize, and Gabby Salama takes third.
So Butler stepping in for the Athletics. They're smart, give it to everybody for free because it's going to be sold a lot on Hut. Yeah, it would be nice if they give everybody Ovechkin, at least temporarily, right, at 99. Also, it might get more people playing the game again if they have, if they've moved on to other games, right? Oh, here's the 99 Ovi, might pull people back in. 12 million plus coins. Lawrence Butler gets a lot of it out to center, and Butler will get the solo shot. Too bad we didn't do that with the runners on, but yeah, Law Dog can only control what he can do. So good go on Lawrence. He's still jogging around the bases. It was 435 feet for Butler. Started out kind of slow. He's had a nice couple games back to back now in Colorado, so hopefully getting out of his slump. And Rooker hits one well, but that's going to stay in the yard, unfortunately. It was more off into the bat, I guess. The swing fooled me. All right, they're getting into the box, getting ready for our next event.
Ready for this, but
I'm ready, not prepared.
They finna be some toxic questions.
Gamble a day, caught looking, so down goes JJ.
I'm getting a little good at golf.
The
I'm getting a little good at golf.
second out.
The question.
I would say I'm trash at tennis.
What about pickleball? You play pickleball?
I'm cold at pickleball.
Dang.
I'm cold at pickleball.
All right, we need to get it on, rep, get the game going.
Yeah. What is your worst habit?
I'm always snacking like candies. I mean, I don't go stupid. Like, it's
yeah.
Especially during season, like I got some control over it, but it's like I usually am going like dabble a little bit here and there. Who would you never take fashion tips from?
Noah Lyles.
Wait.
Noah, I ain't never gonna buy none of the stuff you be wearing. I'll tell you that right now. Who's got the worst haircut on the Grand Slam track circuit? Are we talking about races or challengers? Because I got a couple challengers.
What's that junk called? Where it's a party in the
We're
back?
getting into the blocks, getting ready for
I don't like them, man.
another race. Here we go.
Number one. Which competitor takes himself the most seriously?
That's easy. Fran Curley. None of the hurdles are like that.
I think y'all pretty chill.
Yeah. Who makes you roll your eyes in the car room?
If it was a starting line, I'd say you.
I had a little quarrel with one of the races in our event. He wanted me. I tried to walk up to Sasha and I'm like, yo, congrats, you won a big race. As soon as I went to dap him up, he's like, my name is Sasha. I was like, you know what, bro? He's cool now.
It was from just shy of the track, unfortunately for the A's. So they had a couple other good swings, but did not get the big blast. Besides the Butler solo shot in that inning. So 7-4 to top 5.
I still got the scar.
You still got a... Oh, yeah, I see a little something there. Dang.
Appreciate y'all. Good, brother. Yeah. Good.
Freddie is the reason, honestly, was in all caps.
Really, because I mean, Noah Lyles caught a slug there. I think his fashion's pretty good.
He got pointed at everybody as we get ready for the short hurdles race 2, which means no hurdles at all. It's a flat 100. There's Omar McCard, who's the fastest PB, but it's been a while.
Yes, and he's the real Olympic champion at 110 hurdles, and he's in front of his home crowd here.
There's Dylan Bird, now coached by Nat Page, has been since September, and he won the hurdle race.
And he was smart. He ran the 1 and the 100-meter hurdles double down at the Florida State relays to prepare for today.
Tallahassee guy, so he's back home. Eric Edwards, 7th in the race.
Right, so we're looking at the personal best. Edwards has the low round.
Went to LSU,
The low
there for Dennis Shaver in that group in Baton Rouge.
personal best, it looks like. Well, for some reason they highlighted him. No, McLeod's got a lower
From him in that piece was great. He was 6th in the Olympic finals. He's 30 now, and he's
lower number there. So yeah, we're getting ready for the short hurdles. Definitely not the expert, but we're trying our best. Kind of figure it out as we go.
And there's his boy right next to Sasha Zoya.
Who was 2nd in the hurdles race. He's a 3-time French champion. A 10:41 PB, a respectable 100-meter PB, so he should be in the mix.
And if he wins this, I can't wait to see what they all got to say to each other. There's Daniel Roberts, got Olympic silver.
Yeah, who we expected to win the 110 hurdles, but only finished 4th in a really tight race. He's the Paris Olympic silver medalist.
There's Cordell Tension. If we had the time, I'd tell you why I think it's my mom is the reason he's back in pro track.
Oh, that's awesome. I
I'll
want to
tell you
hear
the
that story. Burst on the scene.
And so Dahlander looks like he's done. He's getting the handshakes and hugs and all that in the Rocky dugout.
And then on the far outside, Orlando Bennett, Jamaican. Eight guys all can go. Great. Let's see how they do it in the flat. Steve Cram, Anson Henry, they have the call from upstairs.
I think those 12 points are pretty much gone.
Well, there's our 3 racers in the middle. That's Roberts on the left there, right in the middle. Sasha Zoya, the Frenchman, born in Australia. Freddie Crittenden of USA, but in the blue.
All right, so they're in the blocks. Drones flying around. Here we go.
At the moment, Omar McLeod over on the far side in lane 1.
100 meters is usually just for fun for these guys, but when there's this kind of money on the line, it gets a bit more serious.
Zoya got a pretty good start, so did Beard as well, going well enough right on the far side. Omar McLeod is there, but look at Zoya in the middle. This is going to be very tight on the line.
These guys are booking it here. Said short hurdles, but I haven't seen anybody hurdling. So the 100 meter, we'll see who got the lowest score. I mean, I can tell it's this gentleman. I just don't know lowest time. Didn't know his name. Zoya, if that's how it's pronounced. Boy, he was cooking. He was up a 10th on everybody.
In fact, they've given 2nd to Cordell Tinch. I'll check all of that, because that would push Beard down into 3rd. So this is the slam champion as it stands. Zoya, who loves a celebration. He's a real character. Does a bit of ballet as well, you know, and he sings as well.
I told you about his dancing in the warm area.
Yeah. He's joy now, that's for sure.
You know, confidence is a big thing in the 100 meters. If everyone's around the same speed,
Confused for a second. You were like, is this VR or the original Nintendo Power Pad? Oh man. So you're supposed to run on that thing. I used to get on my hands and knees as a kid, and I would tap it with my hands to run faster in it. How are you, Josh? If you guys are hanging out, please check out seriousfun.org. Excuse me, my throat's acting up. They provide children living with serious illnesses a spectacular camp experience and a high-quality medical care, or in a high-quality medical care environment. Super safe and supportive. So, yeah, please check them out. Yeah, it kind of does look like a VR, right? A little bit with the flyover and all that cool stuff.
But held his drive pace just like a legitimate sprinter, about 20 to 30 meters. And coming up, he's got great knee lift, good arm movement. And like I said, when people are around the same speed, it all comes down to attitude and confidence. Was in contention right from the beginning, but I would say that throughout his
All got down, slapped that power pad, the early cheaters. Yeah, I mean, it was just like, hey, I think I could be a lot faster running this way. Tap, tap, tap.
About 5 meters out, about 4 meters out, but then both Edwards and indeed Cordell Tinch, who's right on this side, who's run a new personal best incidentally at 10:65 into that head width.
Okay, well, Tinch could have spoiled it for him.
Yeah.
Because it could have came down to a tie break as far as who's going to get the $100,000. But with Beard coming in third, it's clearly Sasha Zoya's 16 million.
Uh-oh, we got the hand cam there.
Sasha Zoya, he's a big star in France. He's going to become a bigger star, winning Grand Slam. 12 points for him. Tinch pushes himself much further up the board with that 8 points in second place. So this is how it all looks. Zoya.
Well, not even the current generation is like, oh yeah, I came up on Wii Sports. Previous generation. What do you think about the new Nintendo Switch 2? Price points kind of got me turned off on it, but I don't know. It may be one of those shock and awe things where they drop it a little bit too after announcing the initial price. Make us feel like it's not too bad. We've had a ton of value out of the other Switch. Like, all the kids play it, play family games on it. So I'm sure I'll break down and pay them eventually, but I kind of wish everything could be back to 1980s pricing or something. Yeah, I don't really know what all the upgrades are going to be for this one. Great hardware, but it's expensive. And I saw somebody making the argument that Nintendo has so much popular intellectual property that they're kind of on like the Disney route now, where it's just like, yeah, we can just come out with a new thing, and you guys are going to want to play Mario, and you're going to play Pokemon games, and we have the exclusives, and you're going to pay it either way eventually, type of thing. Which, you know, some people aren't, but probably enough of them will that it's fine for them to kind of jack up the price if that's their move. Pulled 86 Tanner Scott, 88 Bellinger in a Premier Threads pack from a Will Spin. Got Santander too. Squad's looking real nice. Oh, I bet. So I have two lineups. And I may have went into a ranked game with my grinding lineup, which had a bunch of bronze cards in it and just a couple diamonds spread out, and beat somebody to get to 700 plus right now. But yeah, I don't know how that happened, but it did. Beat the guy 2-zip, or excuse me, 2-1. He tied me top 9, and then I was able to get 2 hits, bun him over, bun him in against him. I'm sure he was fuming, but he didn't friendly. I don't blame him for not friendlying, but yeah, I was definitely on the wrong squad. I was like, all right, we're gonna get this pipeline thing finished up. Well, I got the Piper right, but got through there. So hey, at least I'm championship level player this year, or this season. See if we can win some ranked games and maybe push up the rest of the way later. But yeah, I was just gonna knock out a little conquest action here this afternoon too. But that's awesome that you got some good pulls there, Matthew. Jacob Wilson. He's got a 10-game hit streak, second longest streak, and then you can see the rest of the message there. I think it's probably like second longest streak for a rookie or something for the A's. And the Rockies are to their bullpen. Rocky fans have assured me their bullpen's terrible. It's Jake Bird on for the Rockies. So Bird is the word right now in Colorado. All seems smooth with the other streamers and content creators for this event. So kind of an easy day as far as helping out, which is usually what I do. Make sure everybody's got their software settings right when we have a Creator Sports Network event. Is it snowing out there? Or is it maybe just saturated? The bottom might screen through my eyes off for a minute. Matthew, have you been playing ranked or BR, or what game modes are you playing these days, Matthew? Event doesn't feel like it's worth the time at the moment to me.
Grand Slam track in Kingston, day 3. Men's short distance race 2 is the 800 meters. You saw Bryce Hoppel there in lane 8, 800-meter specialist. Marco Arope, not a great 1500. That's what we expected from him. Matthew Centrowitz, what am I going to get today?
On paper, this should be a nice 1v1 matchup against Wignoni, but given the fact that the 1500 was a hard race for him yesterday, we'll see how much that's in his legs today.
So right now, yeah, I don't know if they're in the right spot. Marco's in 8. We have him listed as 7, and Hoppel's standing in 7. He was listed as 8.
They're getting towards the starting blocks here.
You got the white kit and you got the red kit.
And there you have the American record holder, 141 challenger. It's crazy to think that we have a 141 guy who is a challenger and not even a racer.
So Cole Hawker, Olympic
And a hard down strike. So Bird's dealing for the Rockies out of the bullpen here.
Yeah, I think he
At least so far.
Fast 800 here. He looked a little flat yesterday, but nonetheless, he's a gamer.
Josh Kerr, second in the last Olympics, third before that, got a world champion. Like, he's got all kinds of bona fides. That doesn't always got over 2 laps.
He has the ability to be a factor here.
All right, so we're getting ready for the men's short distance race, and it's the 800 meter.
Jared Nagus was second in that 1500, which turned out to be a big sprint that Manuel Wignoni stole, but there's the Goose.
This is my upset pick right here. The Goose is going to be loose today. This guy is hoping for a fast 800.
Listen, you can't set a world record in the mile without, going after a little bit. And
there's a rough.
Yeah, so somehow, we are way out of lanes, and I apologize that. There's Muhammad Atawi.
Hasn't seen much of him, obviously, this indoor season, but nonetheless, he did do some 1500s to work on his strength.
And then in lane 1, another Scott, Neil Gorlick.
A sleeper pick for me to finish in the top 3. He's actually got the fastest 800 of all the 1500 guys.
So actually what we missed is Wignoni out there in 8, and in 3 is Arope. We'll see what happens. You'll know by who comes across first. Cram, Kerry Tullifson, the call upstairs.
A's go down swinging. Actually, go down looking at Gio Urshela, taking the strikeout. So nothing there. Starting to get towards the back half of this game. Still down 3 in Colorado. And they're off.
This looks as though Arope has decided to lead this one. Not sure how quick he's going to go. We'll watch for the time through the first 200 meters. It's fairly quick there, round about 25 flat there.
Leader setting a pretty good pace. We'll see if everybody's got the finishing kick to make it interesting. Don't think they're full on going for it though yet. Probably pacing themselves. He went 4 for 4, 4 home runs with Muncie in a ranked game. Dodger Muncie, the Jolt card, or A's Muncie, because he got like an 86 diamond. I'm guessing Max Muncie because he's Dodger Muncie because he's got such a sweet swing. The A's guy looked kind of generic to me. He had no quirks or anything on him, so I'll get him eventually, but I didn't feel like I needed to get him day one or anything. Nice going, Jason. Yeah, I usually do like hitting with Muncie cards a lot. Maybe not as well as you do, though, because, yeah, 4 for 4 with 4 homers is nuts. Do you have him P5'd or anything? You keep it up, he'll get P5 quick if he's not. Oh, excuse me. Hate that can feel the sneeze coming on. P3. Yeah, it's nice when you like your card, you keep it in lineup and it starts getting a little better. 222 with him, or excuse me, 220 with him after that game. Well, now you got him figured out. Arop is going to be our winner of this race. And I'm not really sure how to pronounce the second name. Don't want to say it wrong. Hopple was third. I think Hopple was pretty good yesterday, too. I was saying he's from Oregon, if I remember correctly.
Well, that was a true 800-meter race. Aaron made sure it was. And that's what you should do. When you're in a slam that, there's one event, yeah, that's my strong event, the other one's my weak event. When you're in your strong event, do what you do. And that's what he did. Wanyoni went with it. Hopple bravely also did the same thing. These are tricky conditions.
Money, I gave it a good ride for the Rockies, but it stays in just about a stride onto the warning track for JJ Bleday, right center.
And I think that was significant because then he just picked up again with 180 to go, and there was no doubt about who's going to win from there.
But what I like about what Marco Arop is doing is this is a hard double. This is hard for him to be a 1,500-meter runner and an 800-meter runner. But guess what, everybody? This is going to make him stronger and tougher. So he took on this challenge to become a better runner. Maybe not right here, right now, but as the series goes on, and then when he races everyone in the world in September.
12 points to Marco. He did brilliantly well. Wanyoni with 8, Hopple 6, Gurley 5. He had 2 fourth places for the Scot. And,
Butler's fighting the sun. I think he's going to drop it. Yep, he did. Butler had one he should have caught in right field. Sunfield got him. Stuck his hand up with the glasses on, but he still couldn't get to the ball. Luckily for the A's, it goes foul, but yeah, Butler with a misplaying right. I mean, what can you do when you're staring directly at the sun? But still, you got to kind of get around, take a different angle. Just misses outstretched glove. So a low light for Butler in right field. Now they're pointing the camera right at the sun. It's bright even through my TV screen. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Say's broadcasting, sir. And the batter does fly out to Bleday, so I guess no harm, no foul. And here they come onto the track for some more Grand Slam track. Peralta getting ready for the Rockies, although I couldn't tell you much about Peralta. So through 6, it's 4-7. Rockies on top. We're getting close to race time here. I think if you're at the event, this would be pretty cool, right? Like, they don't take that long to get the turnover and get the next race situated. It's the time to go use the bathroom or get some food at the venue. I forget where the next stop is. I think it's somewhere here in the U.S. The next Grand Slam track leg.
Grand Slam track day 3, men's long distance race 2. It's the 3,000 meters. Matthew Senchwitz.
Bekele right here, fresh off his 26:52. He needs to make it fast.
There's the show right there, Grant Fisher.
No man hotter an American distance runner, literally and figuratively, than that guy right there.
Bronze at the Olympic Games in both the 5 and the 10. World indoor marks at the 3 and 5 this season. There's Cooper Tier, still trying to find his way as a pro, really.
You know, he had a really nice gutsy run on Friday night. I'm looking for something similar right now in this 5K as well.
Charles Thibodeau, 8th in that 5,000, which Matthew would have been 7th at least in that 5,000.
He's been here all week waiting for a spot in the short and long distance. Got to give it up to him.
He's there, he's got it. Dylan Jacobs came in 3rd, closed in 52 in his final 400.
I think, you know, a sleeper pick there if it ends up being slow again, which I hope the Ethiopians don't allow.
He's one of those Notre Dame.
Noah's got us dancing.
Orange. Rana Kwimoy, Olympic silver medalist, excuse me, at 5K.
You know, I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name, but...
So these had a guy, left-handed catcher last year, McCann. I thought he was pretty solid for us. He was DFA'd in the spring, and then I think we got him back, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But now we're going with Pareda, and Pareda just looks like he's got a hole in the bat when he's up there. Coffee Time, how are you? You like underrated stories in sports for Noah? Coffee Time, did you get to see Ovechkin take down the record today?
Will it be slow again? Or will somebody take this on?
And they're off. And Pareda goes down on strikes. Didn't mean to foreshadow it, but it's like, gee, this guy's just acting up there. So Bird's still going for Colorado. Been nice to not let the relievers get multiple innings and get through to somebody that you maybe can't hit against. Not with those at-bats. Ovi is the GOAT. And if I saw correctly, they scored, or he scored the go-ahead goal over Gretzky in the exact same amount of games. So that's kind of cool that it had some symmetry to it like that. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I'm guessing Ovechkin isn't getting ready to hang it up or anything anytime soon. I could be wrong, but I was under the impression he's playing next season too. And down goes Max Muncy, so they've kind of hurt themselves here. They need to put together some quality at-bats and put some pressure on the Rockies, and they're just going up, getting mowed down. Next year, last year.
And that might be mentally because it is so physically hard today with it being hot and windy. Can he handle the later stages where he starts to hurt and mentally he wants to fade? And so this is interesting to see him push so hard. But another big thing, Grant Fisher's really let a big gap already.
So Grant really, he's either doing some good math here because if Grant comes 3rd, i.e. race within a race, he's in a group there. If they let these two guys go, it doesn't matter if Gebriwet wins or McKeely wins, as long as he's third. Gebriwet was fourth in the first race, so as long as he's third. So he's probably already thinking, I just need to win this other race.
Need to win the second race, yeah. I mean, this is what this is all about, right? Michael Johnson has said it. He's trying to do something different. Yeah, we are looking at the times. Yeah, we are looking at the price, but the price tag that comes.
I wonder how much that camera costs that glides along the track like that. It's a pretty cool view that it gets of the competitors here.
He's probably thinking right now, all I need to do is be third.
Yeah, these guys have gone off at a pretty good lick through the first 1,000 meters. They're running around about 7:45.
So Lawrence Butler down on strikes. I can't get too mad at Butler. At least he's got a home run in the game. But Bird got 2 innings and struck out the side. They're in the second inning for Colorado. He's down to 6 outs. They're going to rally back. Of course, they got to try to keep Colorado's bats at bay too.
It's increasing all the time, and the two of them are working together here. Gebriwet sneakily has taken the lead with the wind down the back straight, but he's doing his fair share though. Bekele with him, and these two continue to run at a good pace, pull away from the others. Grant Fisher, as I said, all he needs to do is to win the second race, if that's what it ends up being. And he knows the result from the 5,000 meters, that even with his 2 teammates who were swift in the last 200, he just had enough to beat them. But he can't afford to come fourth, because if Gebriwet wins this, then we're in a tie, and it'll be down to times. And the time here, Gebriwet will be so far ahead on time, there's nothing that Fisher would be able to do about it. So this is now starting already at this stage to show us what we require. Gebriwet's gone away from his teammate, running strongly. Long way ahead of Grant Fisher. Fisher needs to come third. If he's not third, it will go to Gebriwet.
Here is that chase pack as we're watching Dylan Jacobs, Cooper Tier, Grant Fisher. Those 3 were the ones that went 1, 2, 3 in the 5,000 meters in a race that was more like a workout. I mean, it was slower than their threshold pace, I believe, and really
Kind of looks like he's out there jogging, but I know they're moving pretty fast.
Totally different tactics today. They are racing for that second race within the entire race.
Well, Gebriwet really is motoring here. They dropped to a 65 on the third lap, essentially, for them, but then he picked it up to a 61, went through roughly the mile in about 4:10. So Gebriwet has continued to move this on. When he gets round to the back straight there, he'll just have 1,000 meters left. He is exactly 100 meters ahead of this pack that you're looking at. Grant Fisher, happy to let others do the work here, happy to just sit in there. He must know what he has to do. He's a smart guy.
Just looked over his shoulder to see if anybody was around him.
He cannot afford to come fourth. He must come third if he's to win the
But he's cruising here.
he needs to do. He keeps looking around. He's a little tired now, but when he comes round this time, you'll see that there's just 2 laps to go, and that's always a bit of a lift, even when you're a little bit tired.
Well, Gebriwet is one of the fastest that we've ever seen, over 5,000.
Had some nice luck on baseball day. Got your chase pack on a wheel spin and got Devers out of it. Dude, I got that chase pack sitting in my queue. I told TikTok last night they'd got to get to 100,000 likes for me to open the packs. I had some other packs too, but I didn't stream super long because I knew I had to stream again today. So we ended up around 40,000 likes. Maybe tonight if I stream. I may take one night off because it's been a bunch of streams in these last 3 days. But yeah, I'm hoping I got Devers sitting inside of mine. I don't know if it's dynamic or if it's predetermined, prior to you opening. I always feel like the packs are supposed to be dynamic, but Jason was telling me you can hit a gold again this year in chase packs, which I think is just complete nonsense to give people gold cards in a chase pack. At least give you a small diamond. Yes, I've streamed the last 3 afternoons and every night over the last bunch of nights. So we had 3 days of Grand Slam track through Creator Sports Network. So yeah, happy to have the reason to stream, but getting a little tired too. Ballin pulled 5 golds. Yeah, there should be no way. It should at least be an 85 diamond. I mean, that's not going to break the market to have a couple more 85 diamonds out there. Here's your 400 stub quick sell 80 gold card or whatever. It's just such a slap.
Certainly Grant Fisher knows that he has to finish. This is the race within the race. They take the bell. A winner is away and gone. They can't even see him.
So Ballin's supposed to be what, 1 in 15 is a diamond, right? So it's annoying when you got like 5 of them stacked up because you're thinking you're going to at least get something, but still kind of within the odds. One in never. Yeah, it feels like it's super rare. Have the most in the big pulls. You pulled over 50, not 1 diamond for Jason. Well, that's, yeah, you're way overdue per their stated odds. It's supposed to be a player diamond, correct, guys? Because I wonder if sometimes they BS us and say it's 1 in 15, but they give us like the little stupid bat skin or, you know, public address announcer diamond and be like, oh yeah, there's your diamond. They misrepresent their odds. Yeah. Scummy stuff. Mitch Smith's still out there for the A's. Got a shattered bat from McMahon, and bat went further than the ball. Went past Tyler Soderstrom. He avoided the bat and then got over and took the throw to get the out. A little scary. Sawed-off bat coming at your head. Pulled 2 diamonds when the game first dropped for Noah. Nothing since. I mean, I've had my share of diamonds. I can't complain about not hitting any diamonds. Best big diamond I've hit is Soto. I haven't pulled Shohei or Trout since last. Well, I didn't get them last year, so it's been like 2 years back. So I got, you know, either the really big guys. I wonder if Trout's a little easier to pull now that his numbers came down. Wags got him yesterday when he was watching the stream. 17 for Noah.
Watch how Grant Fisher can squeeze through little holes. Then he relaxes, moves his way out. Cooper Tier looking awesome already this year. Dylan Jacobs looking great as well. Grant Fisher, though, just waiting. Are we going to see?
Yeah, but he's waving him on, smile on his face.
And then he goes all drive, legs, arms, composure on the face. He is so good right now. He did not win this race, but he.
I think that's the flag from Cameroon, although I'm not certain. My son really knows his flags. He's been studying that a lot of late, so he would know for sure.
He made an analogy. He's watching a clip of something he did for us yesterday and saying, I think of myself as a car. Well, that was a bit of a super booster there, wasn't it? I don't know what you call it.
Although I don't think it has any blue in it. I feel like this flag's got a little bit of blue.
This might not have been a win today on
So like maybe I'm looking at it wrong.
number 1 next to it, but this is going to help him win at the biggest stage, which is the Olympic Games, and he said he finished 3rd twice. He's got a couple more positions to gain.
Well, he was 3rd there as well, and that's good enough. Gebruet perhaps misjudged the 5,000 a little yesterday, but not today. Completely dominant, did well, and that means he will finish.
Okay, so Fisher gonna have the most points for Grand Slam track. Let's see if I can get my camera out of the way. So I think Hagos, whatever the last name was, not sure how to pronounce it. I think he won today's heat, but I'm pretty sure Fisher took it home as far as the points standing over the 3 days. Each province has their own flag. You only know what Ontario is. Yeah, we got one for each state over here too. I definitely don't know the flags of the states too well. Hey, Dark Spectre, great to see you.
Too fast and too strong right now not to go with that, but congratulations to him. Congratulations to Gebruet on a fantastic front-running race. But you know what? Moving forward in Miami.
Yeah. How are you doing on your Sunday?
Not leave it to that close.
guy ran 8,000 meters, and he left it to about really 260.
Dude,
That's where he went for it. So we'll talk more about him on the post-game show. As he got to the line and did exactly one.
I just think, you know, already these two races have shown Grant not only to be strong coming into it, but he's really showcased his closing speed in both the races. So I think moving forward, you know, a lot of these Africans and a lot of his competitors are not going to...
Bama's in the house. What's up, Bama?
...to the end with Grant.
Well, yeah, you don't want to leave it close, but in this case, Gebrewat had the field covered. In that case, he's going to have to be close. But really great closing speed. Like, I don't know that he's Sidney McLaughlin, LeBroni closing speed, but Grant Fisher's fast, and we're only...
Do some ASMR. No. Everybody's used to the nighttime streams. Start doing ASMR, they're going to be like, these daytime streams are not what we're expecting, Donnie. Streamer out here being great. I don't know about all that, but I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you're hanging out with us, Bama. Any fun Sunday plans for today? Up next, we got the women's long hurdles incoming. I don't think it's going to be 18 minutes. I mean, they're already in the blocks. It seems like the timer's wrong. Still beating your head against the NVIDIA installer uninstaller wall on the PC. No solution in sight for you now. Short of contacting their support team. Not to be insulting in any way, Dark, but have you considered like looking it up like in Google and then just typing Reddit at the end? Reddit doesn't always have the answer, but I feel like I get like actual human answers through Reddit instead of just like going to like a NVIDIA support page. Yeah. I usually will put that at the end, and then usually like the top threads might have the solution for me. Yeah, that's typically my go-to when I'm trying to fix something. Got food in the air fryer. Oh, that sounds good. I use the air fryer here a lot. Fortin for Bama, about to have some dinner there. Yeah, like it can't hurt because you know, like the way that Reddit works, the top answer is going to be there towards the top on the upvotes, and you know, maybe just check a couple of threads if anybody has a decent solution, might work for you. Ace had 6 outs left, and Rooker smashed it off of Peralta. Not really sure where he got him. Peralta took a hard liner, but he does get the out, and now the trainer's out to check on Peralta, who's in relief here for Colorado. But as he finished his delivery, he kind of turned. I think he got him in the shoulder. Almost like the show, you know, but with the show, it's funny. Real life, obviously not so much. Actually, might have got him more in the rear end, now that I'm seeing the replay. But yeah, he scrambled after it. Little underhand flip to the first baseman, and here they come to check on him. Hey, you called it a tight spot. I didn't realize that they had one, though, but yeah. Slow down the Dodgers there in Philly. Hey Spot, what's your Sunday looking like? Any fun plans? Yeah, the ladies are in the blocks here. We'll be getting underway soon.
Back in Jamaica, day 3 of Grand Slam track. Before all the racing started, that's TJ grew up in Montego Bay, which is what? That's northwest. Is that correct?
Yes, north of here.
Kingston's northeast.
2.5, 3 hours.
There you go. Thank you.
I think they're going to have Peralta throw a couple pitches and see if they're going to keep him in. They got somebody up in the bullpen, and you know, with an injury to the pitcher, if another guy comes in, they have unlimited amount of pitches to get warm. And I think they're going to take Peralta out. So face one batter, got out Rooker. Rooker just unlucky to hit him, and Peralta unlucky to get hit.
Women's short sprints race 2. That's the 200 meters. Coming off for a big win.
So he's a left-hander. He had his left side in front, and he caught him in the back. Now that they had it slow down enough. So yeah, don't need any.
Here is Jenna Prandini, who surprised me in the 100, John.
You know,
Getting
any
second.
injuries
This
to
is
the
her best
spine or
time. She's on
vertebra
some
or
time
anything
too.
like
What will
that.
she show us today? Lane 7, a great draw.
She's raced a lot already this year, so she
I
comes in sort of maybe
would
with a little
assume
more
it's not that
confidence in her
serious, but I
race.
don't know. I didn't just get hit with a baseball hit by Brent Rooker either,
Bronze medalist in the
so
100. She
Rocky's going to be
dominated
cautious with
yesterday.
it.
Also a part of the gold medal 4x1
So tight spot,
relay
grinding
for
some
Team
MLB.
USA.
If not here, maybe Miami.
How's your lineup looking, tight spot? Like, what's your team overall, if you know off the top of your head?
These are both her events.
22-16 in the 200. She should be in the mix.
Tamara Clark was supposed to be in lane 4. She has scratched from this event.
85.
That was Jody and Williams of Jamaica.
That's right around where I'm at, too. I think I might be 86 or 87, but pretty close.
Jason Sears had a great indoor season, won the 60 at the Millrose. She came in 3rd in the 100.
Yeah, she was back this season looking strong. She looked good in the first 60 of the 100, too. This is going to be a test for her going out a little bit further to 200 meters.
And just at age 20, today might not be her day, but her days are coming for sure. Alana Reed of Jamaica.
So much history of the sprints here, so she's in really good hands, and having just this opportunity to race against the best in the world this early always bodes well for the future.
We're so used to seeing the Jamaican sprinters in the green and the yellow and the black. Don't need that. They know their own. Steve Cram, Anson Henry, the call.
Would have to finish 3rd, and then head up between Melissa and Jenna for that championship.
So Jenna Prandini is in lane 7. Jefferson Wooden inside her in 6th, Anita in 5. They get away. Good
And the ladies are off. We'll see how this event plays out.
Won't phase her too much. She's running a good turn. Down Lita's just a meter or 2 behind, but it's going to be Prandini.
Lady in pink making the turns looking good, but now we're seeing... Well, I think she was going to get overtaken, but she's holding on for now. It's close. And lady with the white top, the strong finish, will pass her up and get the victory. I'll see where that places everyone for the three-day standings.
She responded, had the lead coming into the home straight, but could not sustain it. Prandini hung on for 2nd place, so it's actually a 1-2-3 that we had in the 100 meters. Same result in the 200 meters.
Statement race. Statement race. You're a 100-meter medalist. You come here and win the 100 like you're supposed to.
Melissa Jefferson Wooden, the women's short sprint.
People know that you're going to be there at the latter part of the race, which has been her weakness, in my opinion. More so a starter. You know, training partner of Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri, you know, probably gauging where she's at.
Jenna, well, looked like an Italian last name, but I didn't get to. It kind of sounded out in my mind before blurting it out incorrectly. So yeah, Jennifer, she came in 2nd. Don't know if you saw who was at the strike team. Steph Curry, Stephen, I think Riley was there. I didn't realize he had the Macklin jersey. I saw his daughter had a hamburger in her hand on the picture that I saw. I don't know if the rest of the family was there, but the picture I saw was just Stephen, his oldest daughter. They said the game was pretty boring for the fans in attendance, but the crowd went nuts when Steph got shown on the screen, is what I read on the Warriors page. Shark fans may have had a different take. Valdez had a 3-2 count, but he strikes out. A's need runners. They did a jersey swap. And of course, Macklin Celebrini, he's been a Warriors strength and conditioning coach, oversees the health of the players there for quite a while. So whenever Celebrini was coming up, there was that hope that he would land in the Bay, and sure enough, he did. So yeah, Warriors have been kind of hyped up for Celebrini for a bit.
Actually, she's so close. In the end, she couldn't hang on to her anyway.
Could have played on her head a bit.
Pressure, hey?
Yep. Pressure different.
Pretty smart of Steph, right? Just, yeah, bring a jersey and get one from Celebrini. Yeah, Soderstrom's up with 2 outs. He's still down 3. Top of the 8th.
Well, we're getting a bunch of folks coming away with maximum points today. Jefferson Wooden joins them.
So, a couple Americans there on top. me hide my camera. Actually, the Americans will take the top three positions. So it's Wooden, Pradini, and Sears are top three for the ladies. I think they called it the short sprints or something like that.
No, I did not expect
I looked away. SodaStream got on. Not sure how. A's certainly could use a big fly here from Jacob Wilson.
I was more impressed though with Jenna Prandini.
Try to get that tying run to the plate for the ninth inning.
Number 32 years old, ran last weekend, Matt, at the
We'll
Texas
see.
Relays. Got the call on Wednesday. I think that honestly that was a bit of fatigue in her legs. Had she not run last week, I think should have been more dominant here. I also think it's important to mention they're running into a 4.7 headwind, and that also contributes to the time. But what a gutsy finish there from Melissa Jefferson, who just like Kung Fu Kenny yesterday.
Right now for Noah, it's 36 Fahrenheit. We had a couple cold days here, but now it's warmed back up.
At 100 meters.
Hard to hold your form when you're tired. Hard to hold your form into that win.
It's still chilly up in Toronto for Noah.
Just a little bit, and as it is, double wins for Jefferson. One race left, and there's only one Sydney McLaughlin-Lebrone. Stick around, you'll want to see her.
Rockies fans got the wave going there in Coors. And Wilson swings and misses. So Wilson's had 2 strikeouts today. Rarely strikes out does Wilson, but he'll swing through that one. His 2-out rally that wasn't comes to an end. So hope for the sweep is kind of fading for my buddies. They're like, you're not our buddy. You're not on the team. Now they're showing me a Dairy Queen commercial. We used to have Dairy Queen in my hometown like my whole life. Went out about 5 years ago. Got replaced with an independent. But yeah, Dairy Queen's looking good. Right, here comes the next set of ladies for our next event. But yeah, Noah's ready for it to warm up. I'm not so much. I'm happy with it being cool. I know the summer's gonna set on here soon. Looks like it's warming up this week. We'll be in the 70s for a lot of the week. That I could handle, Noah. But when it gets into the hundreds and the 105s and all that stuff, it's like, oh man, stop. When is the cold weather coming back? In my own mind, tight spot. Yes, so Spence going to try to go the whole way, so this is going to be 6 innings out of Spence. Well, it's going to be 5. The Rockies wouldn't be batting in the ninth, but took the baton from Estes' weak start, and yeah, maybe making a push to be that 5th starter again, or maybe he's better suited in this long relief role. Surprised to see him back out for this inning, but I'm guessing they're not jeopardizing him as far as throwing too many pitches.
Slam track. Look at the home stretch of Melissa Jefferson Wooden. That wind's coming, you're getting tired, and that line just finally gets to you, man.
He's giving up a rattler down into the corner. Butler having trouble fielding it. It's going to be an easy double, and Toliga trying to stretch it into 3, and he's out. relay was good. I think it was Wilson got the relay in, so Butler to Wilson to Gio Urshela, and I don't love giving up the first out of the inning at third base like that. Probably scoring on a single to the outfield anyways from second, so I don't know. Got overly aggressive in my mind. Although Butler was fumbling the ball there in right field. Yeah, the big man was kind of chugging there towards the end of that. Awkward looking slide as well.
And if your husband's watching right now, what message have you got for him?
I'm bringing home 100K.
All right, Delilah Muhammad is being featured. Just showing us her her Instagram page. If anybody wants to follow.
So, like, you try not to make it about the money, and yet all these
It's
people
there
are
on the
like, it's about
screen.
money.
Of course. You train all this
Drone operators is definitely a pro, whoever's out there flying this drone around. Spence may be running out of gas. Gives up another hit, this time a single to left field.
This type of money in the sport of track and field, even at the Olympics, even at the World Championships. And that is the big piece.
Showing us Rochelle Clayton, and she'll be in lane 5.
Talking about it, loving it, respecting it.
Scratch. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, we have one race left. We're very savvy here at Grand Slam Track. Let's have Sydney McLaughlin run the last race so everybody will stick around. She's always worth the price of admission. She comes through here, flat 400. We talk about how difficult it is, but she comes with a lot of experience because she's been on almost every 4x4 relay team in the last few global championships.
And she runs competitive 400s throughout the year. For her, when she walked out here, it wasn't strange. For everybody else in this field, they're like, where are my hurdles? What am I supposed to do here?
Right.
And so Sydney comes with all the experience, and I think she's going to run well. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be super fast because of the wind, but I do think that it will be a dominant performance.
Still waiting to just see one smile before the competition. She does afterwards. Actually, she just sits on the ground afterwards and just kind of is breath. But it's time to watch Sydney McLaughlin Levrone. I don't think she'll disappoint. Upstairs, Steve Cram, Anson Henry have the call.
Single up the middle, so 3 up, 3 hits. A's are lucky to have the one out for now. I'm guessing Kase probably doesn't want to use another reliever if he can help it. But sometimes you gotta help it. It's like, well, this isn't working.
Really strong performance. Full lineup from the outside. Delilah Muhammad, who finished second in race 1. An excellent performance, says, this is my retirement year. No more after 2025, which would be a shame. She's been a brilliant athlete her whole career and would be...
And they're gonna make the move to the pin. Left-hander coming in.
Sean Salmon, decent draw for her in 7 years. She was 6th in the hurdle event. Just need to judge this right, the athletes. I think.
Hey, what's up, Viking? I'm good. Yeah, we're checking out Grand Slam Track live from Kingston, Jamaica, and yeah, just relaxing on Sunday. This is the conclusion of the 3 days of events sponsored by Michael Johnson, or I shouldn't say sponsored by Michael Johnson. It's Michael Johnson's. It's like his brainchild. He came up with it. So yeah, we're checking this out here on a midday stream. Hope everything's good out your way in Iceland, and would love to hear what you're up to. You said you can't type a whole lot, so yeah, type as much as you like, and I'll be watching for you if you are able to converse with us. Yeah, I'm just chilling out, watching the races, watching some baseball, and enjoying Sunday afternoon. I think we're towards a conclusion here today.
And then Cassandra Tate of the USA on the inside. Just might find the others moving away from her here, particularly I think with Peters in the lane 3. So we're all eyes on Sydney. Anson, you can't see anything different other than a dominant victory for her here.
Yeah, it's tough conditions to really put down a fast time here. So logically, we'll see her just secure the victory.
What would you consider fast in this?
Well, if she's able to break 50 point, she'd run 49 something in these conditions. That would be extremely impressive.
So women's long hurdles, race 2, 400 meter flat.
The Runner you remember in the Olympics in Atlanta and Sydney. Great athlete. Yep. Yeah, he definitely is. And the ladies are off here. We got the quad cameras showing us all the action. Yeah, so McFarlane on for the A's. Of course, they'd like to keep it just a 3-run game. Try to get 2 on and a big fly in the 9th to level back up. Moniak has other ideas for Colorado. It's McFarlane, the lefty that's in. This lady's way out in front.
Almost 2 seconds, which in the 400 meters is a long, long way. It has to be said, though, that Knight has run a season's best, and Dalila Muhammad.
So quite a dominant performance to my eyes.
There's our slam winner, our final slam winner of the first Grand Slam track. It's hard work.
Sydney McLaughlin. I get to read the last part of her name. Started with an L. And not great. Gave up the walk, did McFarlane. So now bases loaded with Rockies and just one down there in Colorado.
But I'm trying to see her hunt for dinner, man.
He's need a double play ball. It's top of the lineup for Colorado's Doyle coming up. It's probably Colorado's day, anyways, but keep the game closely so you have a shot. Doyle looking to break it open, and he will. It's a single to left. Andujar's on it pretty quickly, and they're just going to go station to station, so it's 8-4.
In the long hurdles, mainly because, as we said, if you're going to run that quick for 400 hurdles, of course you can run quick on the flat.
Yeah, being able to run 48 seconds in the flat 4 as a 4 hurdler is unheard of. She ran 22 seconds into a headwind in the 200 last season. So speed-wise, she's not even comparable to some of these women out here. So I think she may even surprise us later on in the year and say, look, I'm going to go to the World Championships and run the 4.
Or maybe the 800.
I don't know about that.
I would love to see her run an 800 or 2.
Colorado's Tovar is up.
But I mean, really, just going through the motions here and just securing the money, you know, it's an easy 400,000 for her if she goes through all 4 and dominates the way she's doing. But if she wants to really test herself and test some of the other competitors and show what she can do in other events.
And Tovar hits one hard to right field. It's going to go foul. Thought he had the grand slam for a second. He was bouncing around there at the plate. I was like, uh-oh. This looks bad.
You may hear the party's already started here in the stadium. There was a big win that Cassandra Tate went through the first 300 meters. She must have only been about 4 or 5 meters behind her, but look where she finished in the end. Finished in 6th place, but well done for being brave enough to attack it like that.
She sold it all at the beginning, man.
She did.
I don't know if we're towards the conclusion or if we'll get a little bit more race action today with it being Sunday. The final day from Kingston. But I see Johnson's taking some pictures, so they may be winding down.
So let's just confirm all of that.
So Levrone, dominant. She had 24 points through this event.
Mohammed by 1 point takes 3rd place ahead of Knight. And Sydney's down there with Radzi now. Well, I don't know if you can hear her. I hope she's down there with him.
Absolutely right. Sydney, McLaughlin,
All right, so 2 more for the Rockies as they looked away. So this one's broken open now. Barring a crazy comeback in the top of the 9th, it's going to be Colorado losing the series 2-1 to the A's. But the A's had a shot to get to 500 and get a sweep and go home with some confidence. So, nice for the Rockies. And A's are going to have to figure out what they're doing with Estes there as the 5th starter because he has not looked quality enough to be in that role.
In order for you to really test yourself, we heard in commentary Anson say that perhaps you might be tempted to do the long sprints. Could that be a conversion?
Yeah, we've definitely talked about maybe doing that in LA, maybe even the 100 hurdles, 100 in Philly. So we'll see what happens.
We'll look forward to see that. But right now, Congratulations.
Probably had a comebacker, but I think it was called foul at the play.
So she's the slam champ there in the long hurdles. By the way,
Let's chop behind the plate or something.
50-32. She'd have been 50 other night.
My eyes are everywhere for the time being.
I think helped stole a great performance because it is really difficult to run into a 5+5 or 4.7 headwind in the final phase of the 400. So still a very gutsy run for her.
Yeah, so there's our slam champions. Let me get out of the way of this graphic. Short distance, long sprints, short hurdles, long distance, short sprints, and women's long hurdles.
I get that they were apples and oranges, but I still I'm trying here.
I love it. I am not mad at it. And here's Sydney through the first 100.
And here's the men.
She looked really good and comfortable.
You know, for the same categories, respectively.
Of herself. Cassandra Tate, who's on the far outside, really was pushing the pace. And Dalila Muhammad, who has come back from retirement, was second in the 400-meter hurdles and ran a great 400 today to finish third to be second overall in the Grand Slam. Kudos to her for continuing to run at such a high level. But here is Sydney in the final 100.
Coming down that stretch into the fan. And you watch this every once in a while, I just think, these are all professionals, right? They all do the same thing, and yet she is significantly better. So much so that it is always shocking, regardless. No, Grant, stay up here.
Yeah, we got.
Listen,
we
they're
got
not
Grant Fisher. Hey, give us a quick hit. Give us a quick hit.
They're not giving away money without
Another grounder through. Rochelle looks kind of weak at third base. I thought he was going to give us pretty good defense, but it looked like a ball that might have been fieldable for a better third baseman. However, Rocky's attacking on, so big day for Colorado's offense.
I know you went to Stanford, but how good was your math in that last 400 there?
I was telling one of these guys, you know the meme of the lady where she's doing like Pythagorean theorem and like, you know what I'm talking about, the GIF? All right, that was me middle race. I was like, I swear if I get third, I have it wrapped up, and that's what I felt like I had the highest percentage chance of winning. So I'm getting called.
All right, they're calling you. Thanks for stopping by.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Those are the kind of moments you only get at Grand Slam track.
It's the triumph of the beautiful mind. He was like that guy, right? He's just sitting there doing the math as you went through. And then to run that fast while you're doing math is even harder, right? Like most of us just stand there when we grind it out, like what's going on.
$100,000, I think, you know.
Yeah, we can do both. We can multitask.
Do addition and subtraction.
8 slams, 8 champs. We're going to have 8 trophy presentations, and by trophies I mean a gold envelope that has a really big check in it.
All right, Grand Slam track, Miami is the next venue. It's going to be May 2nd through the 4th for Grand Slam track. I'm not sure if we'll get that one through Creator Sports Network, but certainly would welcome it if the opportunity arises again to get to watch along and see some of the best track and field athletes in the world. Okay, so I'll wait for them to play us off to the CSN loop, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. Probably back on tonight, but if I feel super tired in the night, then we take kind of a half day off by not going back live in the nighttime. We'll see. Be sure to update you guys in the Discord server.
It's my greatness.
Okay, so it's 12-4 as Rocky's batter strikes out. Chris Bryant strikes out. Can't forget how great Bryant was and how much he's had injuries and been off. But yeah, everybody, thanks for coming through. I hope you had a great time. And, please have a wonderful Sunday. We'll see you guys again, most likely this evening, if not for sure Monday night going into Tuesday morning. All right, be well.
Clément Ducos.
Racers, on your mark.